Hi everyone, Cheryl here. Today is August 7th, 2025, and I just wanted to share a message that I received last night. It's not meant to be fearful, it's meant to be empowering. So I was given information from my spirit team that we have some disruption happening as far as there is what is called, or what was given to me for information, something called Project Broadsky. Now, maybe you've heard it in terms before, I don't know. This is new information for me. I have not heard of it before, although maybe somebody has shared information about this before. I do not know. What I was given is that there are nanoparticles and toxins in the sky that are more heavily distributed with rain and with foggy and cloudy weather. Now, the particles that are falling from the sky are laced with a lot of toxins. And why? Well, the information that was given to me was so that it would weaken our immune systems. It would demand that people might be seeking medical help through pharmaceuticals to help themselves. But basically, it's a weakening mechanism. So the underlying message with this is to make sure that you are strengthening your immune system, making sure that you're doing things that will help that. Mushrooms of various kinds are very good for that. Things like cordyceps and turkey tail and reishi and all of those mushrooms are very beneficial for strengthening the immune system. Taking all of the immune supportive vitamins, things like, vitamin D, vitamin C, all of those things are very beneficial. But the message I received was to minimize your outside exposure on the days that it is raining heavily, or whether there's heavy fog or heavy, hazy cloud cover. So going along with that message, I'm just going to share that what I have noticed this summer as compared to other summers is that I have had this black dust or soot. It seems like soot, like I've never had before on the side of my house and garage and in my bird baths. And if I do not clean the bird baths of this black residue, they do not come to the bird bath. They don't use it. And I have to replenish and wash and scrub that out very regularly in order for them to have fresh water. Otherwise, they just don't use it. They don't drink it. They don't bathe in it. So that's one of the observations I've had. The other observation I've had is that in previous years, I may have had to wash my house maybe once through the summer because of dust that comes up off the road and the traffic. And the dust is sort of a light gray and it's, looks like dust. But what I've had this summer, I've had to wash my house several times because it is more like a black soot. It is not just road dust. It is coming from the sky. It is happening, and falling into the bird bath, and very obviously so. So something is going on, and this message I received last night was all about this Project Broadsky, which is intended to distribute toxins to weaken our immune systems, and again become more reliant on what could be perceived as, becoming reliant on pharmaceuticals. That, of course, that's not my philosophy, and I, use holistic measures only. But this is widespread. This is in major centers everywhere. And I call upon you to be more observant, to maybe look at your bird baths or to see what's going on the side of your home. I have white siding on my house, so it's very, very obvious that this is very soot-like and not normal dust at all. And especially with having to have washed my house several times in one summer seems very, very unusual. I've never had to do that before. So that was sort of the message that was brought to me. And again, I'm not using it as a fear tactic or a scare tactic. I'm coming from a place of genuine information sharing, and Spirit wanted me to share this message, and so I am. But to empower you, not to instill fear. Um, Things like even making sure that you have an air purifier in your home, and making sure that the air is clean inside the house. Because if we're running a fan, the fan on the furnace will draw in air from the outdoors, and you want to make sure that you're cleaning the air on the inside of your home. And so, doing that, also making sure that you're strengthening your immune system as best as you can with, like I said, some of the mushrooms or vitamins to help with strengthening the immune system. That's very important right now. And then to avoid excess exposure. I wouldn't go for a hike if there's, this overcast sky, this hazy sky, which we seem to have a lot of. It's not normal cloud cover. It is like an overall haze that sort of creeps in as the day wears on. Our days here start out with beautiful sunshine, and then by midday, there's this haze that is over, the whole sky, and it just lingers and it just hangs there. And I would not be going out for long hikes in that kind of weather. Um, and also in the rain. I would minimize exposure on those cloudy days and on the hazy days like that as well. If it's nice and sunny out, sure, go out and enjoy the weather. But I've been told that this project Broadsky is underway, and it is, a bit of a warning to protect ourselves and to strengthen our immune systems, because um, and again, I don't want to instill fear. That I'm not, I don't go there. I always try to see the opposite side of that. Okay, if this is happening, then what can we do to strengthen ourselves, to protect ourselves? And that's why I'm sharing the message. I'm not sharing it to scare you. I'm sharing it so that you can feel empowered. And Spirit wanted me to do that. On another note, I just wanted to share that I am in the process of creating a membership site, and I just wanted to let you know that that will be launching in the very near future. It is going to be called Soul Sanctuary, and I have hundreds of articles. I have written a newsletter throughout my whole time practicing. I've been in my practice for 40 years, and I have written a newsletter for most of those years. And so I will have a huge database of all of the articles that I have written. I have a large database of meditations and hypnosis recordings and lots of insight with that. And so it will be a membership site that you can subscribe to. There will be 3 levels, uh, uh, which, depending on your budget, you can subscribe to any of those levels, and you will have more and more options on the 3 tiers of levels on the membership site. Anyway, that's just a side note, but the real message here today is about Project Broadsky. So I want you to be mindful and protect yourself and be safe. Have a wonderful day.